So 30th verse of 13th chapter, Prakrite Vachakarmani Kriyamanani Sarvashah Yap Pashyati Tatatmanam Akartaram Sapashyati. Translation: one who see that all activities are performed by the body, which is created of material nature, and sees that the self does nothing, actually sees. So, Lord Krishna is telling here that the activities we perform in our day to day life, all of those activities are performed by the body. And the soul, being sitting within body, has no role to play. And many started asking questions that if soul has no role to play, then why is that we have been punished or we have been told you are responsible for it? If I am not at all responsible for it, and I am in an autopilot mode in which the body is doing everything and I'm just sitting with where I absolutely have no influence on my own body, then what is the whole point in making me responsible? So, Lord Krishna, he is telling here, self does nothing, actually sees. Means a person who has a proper vision, whose eyes are being cleansed with the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, can understand that he is seeing only the body is performing everything. I am doing nothing. When you look into this verse, there are two ways you can actually look into, decide that I have no role to play, so let the body do whatever it wants. So I am completely coming out, means don't blame me for anything. Second way to look into it is, if body is doing everything, what is my actual responsibility is in this world? You are understanding what I mean? For example, today entire world is driven by AI. Yeah, artificial intelligence that is being put into each and every activities in today's world. Take it manufacturing, take it in marketing, take it in pharma, medical, finance. My friend who is running an airline ticketing business. He is saying that he had a team of around 40 people. He has reduced it to 3 people. Only 3, because he thinks that all these monotonous jobs, AI can actually provide me the insights that I do not require people to do it. Company sees that having an artificial intelligence is better than having people, because handling people is most difficult thing. Making people to come and work for you, because every person has a different way of looking into his work. You are getting what I mean? Anyone who is actually employing people and seeing how to get the work done, you can see that many people have many ways of looking into why I should do work, and getting the work done from them is the most difficult thing, because we are all individuals. We are all individuals who are being programmed in a particular way. What is this programming all about? For example, if you have a robot, Mr. Watson is standing, IBM's one, and that robot can actually perform certain activities for which it is already been programmed. You are getting what I mean? For example, if the robot is standing, robot will respond to a particular situation in a particular way. But can a robot perform itself? No, it needs to have an energy coming in, because it needs to be charged. There has to be electric current flowing into the robot. Then only robot can actually respond to a particular situation. And every robot have been programmed for a particular way. If 10 robots are there, if one situation been given, all the 10 robots will respond to in the same way if it is programmed. You are getting what I mean? But human beings are not. And again, a robot is programmed to respond to a particular situation a particular way, but it needs to have an electric current charged. Without electric current, robot will not do anything. You're getting what I mean? It needs to have a source of energy with which a robot can act. That is the importance of soul within us. You are getting what I mean? Just like a robot without not being charged, though it is been programmed, cannot do anything. Similarly, the body, which doesn't have a soul within, cannot do anything. Till here, you are all with me? So, we are all programmed beings. Please understand. Kala karma guna adhinaha dehoyam panchabodhikaha. The Vedic scripture says that the kala, the time, karma, all our previous memories and whatever our experiences and the results that is coming from our previous experiences, the karma, baggage we are all carrying behind. That karma baggage will make our body to respond to a particular situation in a particular way. You're all with me? So, kala karma guna. Karma gives us the proper guna. Means if you have done, lot of good punya in past lives and in this life also, we are going to get much more sattvic qualities within us. So, kala karma guna. Sattvic, Rajas, and Tamas. These three control us. How these three qualities have come to us based upon our previous activities. So our programming is all because of our previous karma. Our karma makes us to respond to a particular situation in a particular way. For example, if you go to a beautiful river, you see that thousands of fishes are there. Yeah. One person may think, so beautiful nature, beautiful fishes inside. Yeah. And another person may think, how about I can feed some food to the fishes and see how fishes respond. The other person may think, such a fleshy fishes are there. How about these fishes come onto the fire? And if I put a little bit of chili, pepper, and red chili powder and spices on it, oregano and everything, and make it a beautiful dish that I can eat. You are getting what I mean? One situation, 10 people are there, 10 people are programmed in a different way to respond to that situation. What is that programming all about? Programming is all about our karmas. You are understanding what I mean? So, the programming is all about our previous karma, how it is controlling us. So, in that, previous karmas make us to act in a particular situation in a particular way. For example, if you are given 1 crore rupees, now 10 people see 1 crore rupees suitcase in front of you, 10 people will start dreaming in 10 different ways. It is obvious. Anyone has a rejection here? No, Prabhu. If I get it now, then what I can do, 10 people will think in a different way. For example, if you are given one land in front of you, that this land belongs to you now, one person will think about how to utilize the land in a particular way. Any situation you take in this world, we have been designed to perform a particular situation in a different way. Response is based upon how I have been programmed. So, Maya Manasrujati Karma Mayam Baleyaha. So, Prahlad Maharaj says, Maya Srujati Karma Mayam. The material world which we are seeing, we respond to particular situation in a particular way. For example, luckily you got 1 crore rupees. Imagine 10 people, one person got it. How you are getting 1 crore rupees, you are destined, okay, because of your karma. But how you are going to utilize that 1 crore rupees, will make your program much more finer and finer and finer. You are understanding? So, how I'm going to respond is based upon how I utilize that 1 crore rupees now. I'm not destined. I'm programmed to work in a particular way. Don't say, Prabhu, you are coming for next Saturday program. Prabhu, I have been programmed to say no, Prabhu. Please. No, it's not like that. It is not like that. Otherwise, why Krishna has to tell Bhagavad Gita? Tells yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapashyasi kaunteya tat kuru madarpanam. Why Krishna has to give choice to Arjuna that whatever you do it as offering to me. Why Krishna has to tell how you had to eat? Why Krishna has to tell? Why Krishna has to tell how we have to do charity if I am programmed completely? So I have been programmed, yes, but Bhagavad Gita is all about unprogramming myself. You are understanding? So it is a rehabilitation book for each one of us because it is filled with instruction. Yes, I have been programmed in a particular way. Yes, because of my previous karma. No doubt about it. But at the end of the day, am I going to lead life like this? Just the way I have been programmed? It depends upon me whether I would like to do it or not. If you think I don't want to do anything, let my life go as per how it is been programmed. Then this verse, Lord Krishna is saying, see that the self does nothing because I am sitting inside the body. I have let senses to act in its own way. I have a particular mind which is being programmed in a particular way. I have my intelligence, I have my ego, and I have all my senses. All those things acts whimsically according to my previous karmas. I'm just sitting within. I don't have any role to play because I'm not at all inclined towards taking control of my body. In that sense, Krishna is telling, please understand, as soon as you go to this world, for example, if children go somewhere out, I keep on doing this whenever they go out, Akinchana and Brunda, whenever they go out, I keep on telling them, where are you going? Be responsible, because as soon as you enter into a mall, you lose yourself because you completely get lost and you let your senses to ride you, give you a beautiful ride inside the mall because I lose my control completely. That is why as soon as you get into a mall, sometimes we forget ourselves. Who are we? For example, if a person goes to a mall and sees 10 films that is being going to be played at 7:30 in the evening, every person has a choice to respond a particular film. Which film I'm going to go into? You're getting what I mean? This is our choice with which we are living in this world, and Krishna is telling here, please understand, you do nothing, you have been programmed. Please, you need to respond, you need to be responsible to act in this world. That's why Krishna tells in second chapter, Yatato api kaunteya purushasya vipashita indriyani pramati iti haranti prasabam mana, means even an intelligent person who is having such an intelligence from all his previous life, he still get lost in this mall of this creation. Yatato api kaunteya, even though I might, for example, if you have been told that tomorrow when you are entering in, that you have been given a choice of eating a chocolate or a banana, you might decide before entering into the class that I will not eat chocolate, I will pick it up banana only. But instantaneously when you have been offered, then everyone go for a chocolate. Most 90%, because you respond to the sensual demands based upon how you have been programmed. So the mall of this creation, we all get attracted to because senses, mind, intelligence, and false ego are being programmed because of my previous karma. The karmas decide whether we work in a sattvic mode, or we are working in a rajasic mode, or we are working in a tamasic mode. Yeah? So very, very important for us to understand. Even in the class, someone can keep his ears on. Yeah? Be very, very conscious of what they are hearing. Someone can go for sleep. Let me have beautiful place. Satvicity is there completely. Let me just sleep and I get up once the kirtan starts. So please understand, we are individual human beings. We have our own choices. Our own choices of how we are going to respond to a particular situation. That's why Krishna says, Indriyani pramatiti, because as soon as you go into the mall, Indriyani pramatiti, all the senses are going to say, I want this, I want this, I want that. Pick this up, pick this up. Yeah. This is what going to happen. For example, if 56 items are in front of you, it is a difficult thing to manage. Which one you are going to pick it up? You will all be attracted to all the 56 items. You cannot eat all 56 items in one. So each one will be pulled in different direction. That is how the normal life is means. That's why Indriyani pramatiti haranti prasabam manaha. Lord Krishna says in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That's why Arjuna asks Krishna, Sthita pragnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshavaha sthitadir kim prabhasheta kim asita vajeta kim. Means Lord Krishna, Arjuna is asking, what is the way a person who is soul-centered talks, walks, and what language is going to talk about? Sthita pragnasya ka bhasha. One who is situated on the platform of the soul, what is his language? Why he has to say if everything is managed by the body itself? Why? Samadhistasya keshavaha, one who is completely aware that he is soul and he has to work on the platform of the soul. Samadhistasya keshava. Sthitadhir, if he is situated, he understands he is not the body, he is soul. Kim prabhasheta, how he is going to talk. Kim asita, how he is going to walk, how he is going to sit. Means all these activities. I don't think that sit, walk, how he responds to a particular activities. Yeah. Then Lord Krishna says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatam. Whatever that comes within the mind, if a person is trying to satisfy those, then he is not at all situated on the platform of the soul. This verses itself will indicate that we have been programmed to work in a particular way. We are all come here with a desire that I'm not this body, I'm the soul. So we want to ensure that we want to act on the platform of the soul, not the body, as much as possible. Yes, we need to cater to the needs of the body, no doubt about it, that programming, we need to reprogram ourselves. That is what is all about rehabilitation program. Yesterday we did the yajna here, and around 45 devotees took the promise that they are going to have their lifestyle changed, reprogramming. Yeah, definitely when they are thought about it, because Krishna is saying. You are understanding? If, for example, if Krishna is going to do everything, then why is he blaming us? This is what something you are telling? Huh? If you can WhatsApp, if you have, right? So if you can just tell, because I forgot. If Krishna does everything and you don't do anything, then why Krishna is blaming us? Why Krishna is asking us to fight? There is no need. No, we need to understand in a particular way, because Lord Krishna is the driver within that body, within this body, and it is our responsibility to recognize him. Yeah, that's why many acharyas have given this. Right? I spoke to you about Purandaradasa's Kirtan last time. Without you, none of my senses are going to act. None of my hands are going to move. None of my, nose cannot smell, tongue cannot taste, ear cannot hear. Yeah, hands cannot move, eyes cannot see, skin cannot touch. Only they are all doing it because of your presence. That doesn't mean that I am not there. I am there within that. For example, Krishna being the driver of the body, being the super soul, a driver has a significance within the car only if the passenger is there. Driver sits within the car if the passenger is there. Otherwise, what is the use of the driver? A passenger has to sit, right? So similarly, Krishna enters into our heart, takes care of us, utkramantam, Sitam vapi, bunjanam va gunanitam, vimuda nanu pashyanti gnana chakshusha. I am able to see that body is working because Lord Krishna is providing me that opportunity. Upadrishtaha anumantaha. Lord Krishna being the witnesser, being the enjoyer of whatever we do, still soul is sitting within the body. Soul has the power of discrimination when it recognizes that Lord is being the driver within the body. I have some purpose within this body to do. There are two ways to lead our life. Yeah, net. Let our body take us in whatever direction it wants. That is one way. Yeah, let our body take in whatever direction it wants. Unnecessarily क्यों दिमाग खराब करने का, इतना यहाँ पे आके भगवत गीता पढ़ के भगवत गीता क्या कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, इतना सुन के बाद में क्या करना है, इससे इतना दिमाग खराब होता है. भगवान है कि नहीं, कहाँ पे है यार, अभी बॉडी मिला है, देह मिला है, अच्छा एनर्जी है, खूब मजो लो. हाँ, क्या है यार, एक वन दिस रूट एवरीवन default autopilot mode is I don't want to reprogram my life. I don't want to reprogram my life at all. Let me go the way the body is doing it. Let me not worry about whether I should really need to think about lifestyle changes I need to adopt in my life. This is one way. चलो यार, आप मान लो कृष्ण है, आप संभालो उसको, आप जीवन करो, मुझे दिमाग छेड़ने का जरूरत नहीं है. Yeah, so this is what Krishna is warning us. Please understand, you are sitting in the programmed body which is created by material nature and you are doing nothing. If, for example, if Netaji Prabhu is being told, you have been paid every month 3 lakh rupees, you are doing nothing. What you are doing? Simply coming, sitting, going. You have been paid 3 lakh rupees. Immediately, will you not get infuriated? Manager ने ऐसा कह दिया मेरे को, humiliated. Immediately you wake up. I need to do something. इसको दिखाना है, क्या कर सकता हूं मैं अभी. So this is the way Lord Krishna is telling that please understand, this body you are sitting in is pre-programmed, that you have been gotten into. For example, the same thing. When you see the red meat in front of you, the 5 people think in a different way. One person cries, sing. For example, whenever you are going to the chicken poultry, right, store, all the chickens within the cage are crying. Everyone are crying. And a person who is in the sattvic mode thinks, such a poor animals who are just crying, why should we put it in the cage? Let them lead a happy life. But another person programmed a particular way say, wow, इस चिकन चाहिए मेरे को, दष्ट पुष्ट है, इतना अच्छा देख रहा है, स्माइलिंग भी कर रहा है, अच्छा गुण है इसके पास, उसको लो, उसको खत्म कर दो, थोड़ा चाहिए मेरे को, So, how we respond to a particular situation, pre-programmed, we can act in that way. But please understand, as soon as we look into a particular situation and say that this is how I have been programmed, I will act on this, then we have to choose and accept what are we going to get in the next destiny. You are all getting? So, this is a very, very complicated karmic network we are living in, that our next life means, even don't think about life after our this body. Next, in another 5-10 years itself, things will come back to us within this life itself. So we are sitting in such a complex network of karmic reactions within our own life, that whatever we do now, that will catch up in this life or next life. That is what it is being called as programmed body. And Krishna, when he says that one who can see all activities are performed by the body, which has been created of material nature, and sees that self does nothing, actually sees, means self does what it does. Switching on the electricity, the robots start playing. Electricity needs to be there, but no. Soul has a greater role to play within this material body. जब तक हम इंद्रियों को कंट्रोल नहीं करते और लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस नहीं करते हमारे जीवन में, वो ऐसा ही चलेगा, ऐसा ही चलते रहेगा। चलती का नाम गाड़ी है, चलते रहो, जैसे भी चाहिए चलते रहो. For example, if you are sitting in a completely automated car is being programmed, and as soon as sit inside the car, you switch on the car starts going from here to different places of the city, and you keep on moving in the same places, and after that you start saying, I'm fed up with this car which is going in the same way and doing the same things. I want to do something else. What I can do? That is where our spiritual life starts. But to start that spiritual life, we independently cannot do anything unless I have mercy of devotees and Krishna. Bhagavad Gita might be there in everyone's house. Some devotee might have to tell that you need to open and read it. Someone needs to give you an encouragement that Bhagavad Gita has power to transform us. And someone need to tell us that Krishna is there within us. That is where the transformation of life starts. For that, Krishna is actually telling us here why this chapter itself is nature, enjoyer, and consciousness. Because in this chapter, Lord Krishna has to tell what is the power of material nature. He has to tell. That is why Krishna is actually making sure that whatever we are performing in this world is only a reaction of material nature. Please do not become puffed up. In future verses also, Lord Krishna, in just a few verses, I think, where is it? Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. So Lord Krishna tells that material nature is doing everything for you. You might think, I am successful. Not your previous karmas which you are programmed. That has been acting upon you to give you a success or a failure. So it is very, very important for us to understand and take a proactive measures in taking up spiritual life. Very, very important. That's why kala karma guna adhina. Kala, time, karma, our activities, guna, our nature, adhina, we are all in it control. Katham anyastu gopaye. That's what Narada Muni tells Yudhishthira Maharaj. Why are you thinking that you will control someone else? Because sarpa grashto yataparam, you yourself in the jaw of snake. If you think I'm going to protect him, no one can protect anyone. The real protector is Lord Krishna. All of us have our only responsibility is to show everyone the journey towards Krishna. That's all. We ourselves are controlled in some other way. We are responding a situation in particular way. When Yudhishthir Maharaj starts worrying about losing his father Dhritarashtra, leaving the palace after they win the Kurukshetra war, Dhritarashtra sitting in the palace, eating the remnants given by the Pandavas, the Vidura starts telling, idiot you are. After losing your 100 kids also, you are sitting in the same family, eating the things which are given by the Pandavas who have killed your children. Don't you, are you not feeling ashamed that you are comfortably in the palace? Don't you think that this palace doesn't belong to you? You are acting like a dog. Then immediately Dhritarashtra wakes up, thinks that my spiritual life I need to look into now. He leaves to the forest. When he leaves to the forest, Yudhishthira becomes worried. Did he has breakfast? Did he had lunch? Where did he take bath? Who took care of him? Did he sleep or not? Yudhishthira Maharaj starts running, searching wherever he is. And he starts crying. That's when Narada Muni comes and tells that we are all in control of. We are all in the jaws of the snake. This program is meant to help all of us, including me, to reprogram ourselves to think about Krishna. Yeah? Any question is there? Yeah. So first, let me ask Shri Priya, is it being clarified now?
I was just asking you about the role of the soul. I asked you that question. Like, actually the material world is not conscious, and the conditioned soul is the superior energy of the Lord. And so, the conditioned soul, with the help of the body, is enjoying the material world. But the conditioned soul is able to enjoy the material world only because the soul is making it conscious. So, why are we saying that the soul is not playing a role? That was my question, and it was answered. Thank you, Prabhu.
Vijay, you are okay? Yeah. So, if we understand this, how the programming works within our own life, easier to, understand these verses. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yeah.